Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rhyme. Welcome back to episode number 12 of MyGM Mode here on WWE 2k23, as today we are going to finish up the build towards the Survivor Series PLE, our next one here in the series. As last episode we made a little bit of progress against Friday Night SmackDown, and we were able to close the gap a little bit. We're still quite behind the blue brand, but hopefully today we can close it even more, as well as have a successful build to a Survivor Series. As of right now, I'm actually think we're in a pretty good spot for that show, as long as everything goes according to plan. There is no hiccups along the way. But I hope you guys are ready and you've enjoyed this series. Also, I hope you're excited for Universe Mode, as tomorrow WWE 2k23, our Universe Mode episode number 1 is going live here on the channel. Yesterday I did upload kind of a preview slash prologue, so to speak, in case you did not catch the 2k22 portion of the series and you're new to the channel with this series. I uploaded that, so you can go ahead and check that out. That'll be at the end of this video, kind of get you caught up to speed. But let's go ahead and get started as we look to catch SmackDown. We'll go through the next 2 shows today. I think we have a pretty solid card, so to speak. We're in San Diego, California, so as you can see, Rey Mysterio did want to compete tonight. We are going to accomplish that, as well as our commissioner goal, because we're starting to get low on power cards. I need a couple of those back. But here's what we have in store. The opener is going to be a tornado tag match, non-title though, but the tag champs are going to face off against the New Day. That is our next tag team feud going into Survivor Series, as they had a pretty good first match. They're a level 1 rivalry. I'm thinking Survivor Series, every PLE has a specialty match. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the elimination tag match. So I think if we can get this feud up a couple more notches, that could be honestly the show stealer, because Gunther and Strowman have been quite a dominant tag team. I just gotta watch out for Strowman's stamina. Logan Paul is going to call out Roman Reigns. Last week, Roman Reigns regained the WWE Championship, and that is a level 3 rivalry, so that'll be our championship contest at the PLE. Rey Mysterio is going to fight in front of his home crowd. He's going to defend the United States Championship against Akira Tozawa. I'm hoping with all my might that Rey Mysterio retains the championship. Stone Cold calls out Randy Orton. This one was the one little hiccup I think we've had so far, is this rivalry was up to a level 2 between these two, but for some reason it went back to a level 0 rivalry. So we got to really kind of amp up the speed there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have Stone Cold call out Randy Orton, hopefully get that back up to speed. I also need to turn Randy heel at some point. We're going to have a tag team match between 2 women's feuds. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are going to team up to face Carmella and Asuka. Asuka's currently feuding with Sky, and Mella's feuding with Ripley, so a way to get to both those on the same show. Kevin Owens is going to call out Shinsuke. Owens is back from filming his movie, so we want to get this rivalry back up. It's a level 3, so it could be a big one at the show. And then our main event, WWE Championship is on the line. Edge wanted a shot at the world title, and he's going to get it here tonight. I want to make him happy. We do have Jey Uso running in to further that Edge-Uso rivalry, and hopefully Reigns is able to retain the championship because of it. But that is what the show looks like. I'm hoping for a pretty solid outing. Let's see if we can deliver. So we'll start off with that tornado tag match, and the winner between this one is the champs. Gunther and Strowman are able to win in a 3.5-star match. So that was a pretty solid encounter. Rivalry's up to level 2 as well. Paul calls out Roman Reigns. It was a good promo, and it gets it to level 4. So that one has reached its apex, and we can blow it off at Survivor Series. United States Championship on the line, and new United States Champion is Akira Tozawa. In a 3-star match, mind you. So we got a new champ in Tozawa. Not sure how I feel about that. Might just have to run it back next week, but he right now is the new US champ. Stone Cold excellently calls out Randy Orton, so that gets him a level 1 in that rivalry. So that's good. Get that back on track. The women's tag team match, the winner is the heels. Sky and Ripley win in a 2.5-star match. Didn't grow their rivalries though, so that's a little unfortunate. Kevin Owens calls out Nakamura. Good job with the promos. So that's a level 4 as well. So we have 2 level 4 rivalries going into the event. And then the WWE Championship is on the line. Reigns and Edge. This should be a good one. And Reigns retains the championship thanks to Jey Uso in a 3.5-star match. I think we put together a pretty solid show. Let's see what SmackDown has. So they're going to start off with a backstage brawl, because why not? Try to top our opening match. This one is probably not going to be good for us. But they have a new Universal Champion. Finn Balor wins the title away from John Cena. It was a 4-star match. They did beat us in that regard. But congratulations to Finn Balor. Baszler calls out Xia Li. I thought their feud was over, but I think it's at level 4, so they'll continue that. Ford will take on Rude in one-on-one action. Robert Roode is victorious in what was just a 2.5-star match. And that kicks off that rivalry for them. Dawkins' self-promo was okay. He gains 2 popularity there. And then we'll see Dar and Kane go at it one-on-one. And the winner of that match is Noam Dar. So the Scottish Supernova picks up the victory in a 3-star match. That rivalry goes to level 2. They're still trying to get Braden the Dark over. He cuts a promo for 2 more popularity, but their main event is a tag team tables match. Xia Li and Lynch versus Bliss and Dolan. I gotta be careful though. They have a lot of superstars in this match with low stamina. Not that I ever want someone to get hurt, but nonetheless, they have new champs in a 4.5-star match. Bliss and Dolan win the tag titles. As I thought we put together a pretty good show, but I think they did just beat us. And we did not have any new injuries, which is good. While SmackDown has a couple. Bliss and Dolan, the new tag champs, are out for 5 weeks. So that was the risk they run with that tables match. So that's unfortunate for them, but could help us a little bit. This week we gained 48,000 fans, so a pretty good show for us. And we gained $69,000, while they gained 55,000 fans and only gained 9,000. So we only lost by about 6K, which isn't terrible considering they had 2 really solid matches on the show. And we do get a power card and ensure that you'll retain most of your fans this week. That's, I guess, a pretty good one. But we're still down by over 100,000 fans, so we need to start to up the ante a little bit. But I think we're moving at a pretty solid pace as we head to San Francisco, California. The last show, Rey Mysterio says, hey, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week. And how much does he want? He wants 61,000. I will definitely see to that. I want to keep Rey around. He's been a very solid addition to our roster. I didn't think he'd stick around this long, but Rey Mysterio's done a very good job. Stone Cold, my contract is up as well. I have to keep Stone Cold around for 78,000. That's a steal. Sure, Stone Cold, no problem. We want to keep the Rattlesnake around. Edge, I appreciate the title shot. It's good to know I've got a boss that keeps his word. No problem, Edge. I got you. I wasn't able to take home the gold. Either way, just wanted to let you know I appreciate it even giving me the opportunity at all. Great working with you, boss. So yes, we can keep Edge happy. Then Shinsuke says, I've had enough crap. Working at Raw has been a complete joke. So Nakamura wants out the door. And he wants $100,000. I can't have Nakamura go out the door yet because of his feud with Owens. So it's just going to hold us up. We only have $851,000. But I kind of have to give it to him. If this was like the week after Survivor Series, I would not have done that, but we got to keep Nakamura around to keep those people happy. As right now, this is where we're at. Still kind of the same spot, but I think we have a pretty solid roster as of right now. We had to give Nakamura the pay raise. He is still happy now, but we got to just blow off that feud with Owens. Then I kind of want to I'd be okay with getting rid of him. But this is what our roster looks like. We got one more chance to build a show. So let me get ahead and get to that. Alright, so I've booked the show for this week. It's kind of an odd show in a way, but I think we're just trying to balance a couple things with this show and just kind of get to Survivor Series, honestly, with no scratches, because we have a couple of our top superstars, as you can see, who have no stamina. Reigns has 16, Strowman has 6, even Mysterio has 41, and even Edge has 31. So I feel like this show, I'm trying to balance stamina along with feuds to push. So this is what we have in store. We're going to start off with Jey Uso facing off against Hulk Hogan. I've yet to really capitalize on Hulk Hogan. I signed the Hulkster, and he's kind of really just cut self-promos. But we got to get him in a match this week against Jey Uso and have Edge run in to feud, or further advance that feud. So we'll see how that goes. It's in the top spot, so it's a little risky. We're going to turn Orton heel. Go ahead and do it. So he's a heel versus Stone Cold and his rivalry with him. We're going to have a rematch for the United States Championship. Last week, Tozawa's going to face off against Mysterio in a tables match this time with the U.S. title on the line. Try to get Rey that belt back. Io Sky is going to call out Asuka to try to get that rivalry up a little bit more before we get to Survivor Series. And speaking of Asuka, she's going to take on Rhea Ripley non-title, but Carmella's going to run in and hopefully cause Ripley the match to get that rivalry up as well. Stone Cold's going to again call out Randy Orton. I know that's really been all this rivalry is, but Stone Cold's done a phenomenal job at it, and we need to use Randy Orton in a different role to get him to a heel, so he can't do a self-call-out promo. So instead, we're going to do Stone Cold to do it again. And then our main event is Nakamura versus Owens one-on-one. They are a level 4 rivalry, so I'm hoping that they can deliver in the main event spots. Kind of a gamble, but I think if anybody can do it, it is these two. Plus Nakamura, he just got the 100K signing bonus. How about you deliver in the main event? But that is our show for tonight. Let's see if it delivers. I don't feel as good about this one as I did last week, but let's get to it. Jey Uso versus Hulk Hogan one-on-one, and Jey Uso still picks up the win despite the interference. It was only a 2-star match, so yeah, the gamble didn't really pay off in the opening contest. Orton, though, has an excellent promo. He is now a heel. Mysterio Tozawa, the rematch in the tables match, and Tozawa retains the championship. So how about Tozawa getting a couple of wins? So it actually kicks off a rivalry as well between him and Mysterio. So that's a little bit of a gem. Tozawa's still the U.S. champ, and maybe we have a little something between those two. Just have him put on banger after banger. Sky gets the job done with an excellent promo. Thank you, Io. That's level 2. Rhea Ripley versus Asuka is up next, and Asuka wins thanks to Carmella's run-in. Only a 2.5-star match, though, so the match quality of this show has not been up to par. But Stone Cold again delivers on that call-out, so all the promos have been good, though. But this is the main event. This is the big one. Nakamura Owens one-on-one. And Kevin Owens picked up the victory, and it was a 3.5-star match. The main event kind of helps us a little bit, but hopefully SmackDown wasn't able to top it, as they actually do have a pretty light show. Wow, this is not a good show at all, so we kind of got lucky here. Ford versus Rude one-on-one. They have a rivalry going, so Ford wins that one, and it was just a 2-star match, so okay, SmackDown didn't start off very good either. Xia Li versus Trixie Gambit, a local talent. Xia Li is victorious. That was only a 2.5-star match, so SmackDown is also struggling a little bit this week. How about Brute Force and Kane one-on-one? Kane picks up the victory. That was only a 2-star match, so both shows not good quality this week. They do have an Intercontinental Championship match to end, though. Dawkins versus Vader, and Dawkins retains the Intercontinental Championship in just a 3-star match, so we might have done better than SmackDown this week. Yeah, we did. Beat him in most of the facets of the game. Didn't suffer any injuries. SmackDown suffered an injury, though, in Xia Li, so 3 of their top women performers are now out for a substantial amount of time. Wow, we got lucky there. And Dawkins is out 3 weeks, so SmackDown is starting to catch up with them. These matches, consistently putting these performers on the show, is really starting to cause them. They have a lot of injuries. Going into Survivor Series 2, well, it's time to put our pedal on the metal and put our knee on their throat. We gained 33,000 fans this week. SmackDown only gained 28,000, so we also beat them in that regard. And we, I think, are in a better position to put on a better PLE. As it is time, next episode for Survivor Series. But they've used a power card on us. They're blocking opposing brand from booking their most popular superstar in next week's show. No, we can't use Roman Reigns. Oh my gosh, what a shocking turn of events. Our WWE Championship match is out the window. Hey, something's come up and I can't have Roman Reigns taking part in your show this week. Sorry about that. That's horrible. Kofi Kingston, hey, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week. How much does he want? He only wants 56K. I need to start cutting back a little bit, but we'll make that happen. I need to keep Kofi around, so he's happy about that. Logan Paul's contract is also up. He wants, how much does Paul want? He wants 47. Okay, that's fine there, but we're still kind of just dishing out money. Zawa, hey, isn't it about time you put me in a PLE event? These things come and go, and you never seem to use me. How about we end the disrespect tonight, and you finally give me a moment on the big stage? Well, I will, actually, because I need you now. Hey, Adam, you've seen the work I've been putting in, but I know I can do more for the brand. All right, are you about to cut a Jimmy? I'm ready to run a main event match, and I know the fans will be excited. This would mean a lot to my career. I would like to put you in the main event. It's not going to be Survivor Series, but I'll definitely see to that. Perfect, you know I won't let you down. I had to do it this week, though. Oh, crap. So I just made a promise that I don't know if I can keep. Well, Survivor Series just got a lot interesting thanks to the power card. We can't use Roman Reigns on this week's show, so we're out of our level 4 WWE Championship rivalry. Oh, man. We got to come up with a game plan here, because I think we're in a good spot. But it's time without our top star, without the tribal chief, without the head of the table. That'll be next episode. Can we get it done on Survivor Series? Hope you guys have enjoyed this one, though. If you did, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more wrestling content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.